Rex Reads. So in today's video, we are doing our October wrap up. And you guys know in our October wrap up, I do books, movies, and music that I listen to the whole month. So this was a really good month in October. So yeah, let's just get started. So for the books, the first book I read was Donna Hill's What Mother Never Told Me. Now this was a sequel to Rhythms, and you guys know I did a whole reading vlog on this book. Fantastic. When I found out that there was a sequel, I was like, oh, I had to read this. Recap, you know, Rhythms is about a young girl named Cora that is from the South. Her parents die unexpectedly. She goes to Chicago, and it doesn't, you know, end well. She comes back home to a small town in Mississippi. She has a daughter. Her daughter hates being in Mississippi, in that little town. Her daughter's name is Emma. She moves to New York, has a kid, and then it goes from there. And then the sequel, it focuses on the daughter that Emma has, which her name is Paris. And oh my goodness, this just was amazing. I said in the reading vlog that this story gives you like a Vanishing Half vibe. So Vanishing Half, you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So when it kind of had that feeling, I was like, oh yeah, this book was just fantastic. Donna Hill's writing is amazing. I have several books by her that I will be reading because her works just, she can capture a story. I mean, point blank period. So yeah, this was really, really good. I love this. Next, I read Like One of the Family, Conversations from a Domestic Life by Alice Childress. I also did a reading vlog on this. This is fantastic. It was so funny. This Mildred, this domestic was just crazy. She was one of them workers where, you know, I didn't come here to work. You know, I'm just come here to, you know, do a little bit of cleaning and then go home and get my money. You know, she's like that. This was so funny, and I'm so glad that I read this because I had never read anything by this author, Alice Childress, and she's known for plays. Also too, this book was published in the 50s, I want to say 1956. So I can go on and on about this book. So funny, so funny. Then next, I did another reading vlog this month. I just did so many reading vlogs of Waiting to Excel by Terry McMillan. And I mean, we all know about Waiting to Excel. This was my second time reading this book. I had read it, you know, back in my 20s, wanted to read it in my 30s, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Come on now, this writing's fantastic. And then I also read the sequel to Waiting to Excel, which, girl, unnecessary, okay? Dialogue, fantastic, but the way she did the story, it was like, come on, Terry. No. But, I mean, you cannot, these characters are so iconic, okay? My favorite is Savannah, and I also like Robin. I noticed when I was reading it for the second time with both of the books, I'm like, I kind of like Robin, but you know, Savannah will always be my favorite. But something about Robin, she was real, just real like quirky and kind of like silly, but really like naive, but nice at the same time. Yeah. So yeah, this fantastic. Waiting to Excel. Get into happy now. Okay, and then the books that I listened to, because I listened to a lot. I was on an urban fiction kick in the month of October. I did a whole video about my new favorite urban fiction books. Girl, we all love urban fiction. So I read Love Burn by Ashley Antoinette. Fantastic. You know, it's about a girl, Dom and Nomi, or and they get together, they get married, he starts cheating, he in a drug gang. Girl, it's urban fiction, okay? Then Flirt, which y'all, I said it in my video, my urban fiction video. Please read that. Flirt is by Tracy Brown. They're three stories, 3 novellas, so she edits it, and girl, those stories were fantastic. The story by Quan Wildcherry, please read it. Please read it, okay? These novellas, they are all of them are about lessons learned about, you know, young women that they get in relationships and they realize, you know, I didn't sign up for this, okay? And they have to get out of the situation somehow. And there's a lesson learned. So that's like the gist of, you know, the 3 novellas. And then the last book that I listened to is Working Girls by Kat, which I love Kat. I'm going to be, you know, reading more of her books. You know, Working Girls about a call girl, and she, you know, one day she do her job, it don't end well. She meet this guy named Rome. You know, he a little dope boy, and they get together, and you see how it goes. And it was a roller coaster ride. So, whew, yes, for this month for the books, they're fantastic. Okay, now let's talk about movies. So the movies that I watched this month is, of course, we did Waiting to Exhale because we were reading the book. Fantastic. That's one of my favorite movies. I mean, come on now. Like, Forest Whitaker did that. He directed it, and then you had Terry McMillan. She co-wrote the script, the screenplay. So, girl, I mean, that movie's just fantastic. Okay, you got heavy hitters. You got Angela Bassett, Loretta Devine. You got Miss Whitney Houston and Lily Rashad. I mean, come on now. We all know about Waiting to Exhale. Okay, the next movie that I watched was Blood of a Champion. That's a low budget film. It has Deborah Cox and what's that guy's name? He playing them like he always play a bad boy. He was in Jason Lyric. What else? I'll put a picture up. That was her husband. So Blood of the Champion is about a young man that goes to prison for a couple years, 10 years, and his wife waits on him, and he is a fighter, and she's concerned like, okay, you know, you've been in jail for 10 years. Let's just focus on our family. Let's focus on, you know, building a family, getting the job. But he just cannot get, you know, he want to fight. That's all he knows. And you just see how it goes. I really like this movie, mainly because I am a fan of Deborah Cox, the singer. We already know Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. That's my girl. So I got obsessed at one point, and I like everything that she was in. I like watch, and all her albums I listened to. So yeah, it's a little low budget film, but you know, so it did all right. Then next I watched a show called A La Carte, which is on the All Black app. So good. It's about, I think five young people, 5 Black young people. They navigate their love lives, their personal lives. The reason why I wanted to watch it is because Candy from Escape, you know, the group, 90s group Escape, she was in it, and I love Candy. So I was watching little clips, and I'm like, let me see what this is about. And I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I have that app. They have so much on that app. They have reality TV, they have documentaries, they have shows, movies, just everything. If you guys haven't got that app, I really would encourage you guys to, because there's a lot to choose from, and then it's all Black. So, and then the last movie I watched from that app is Maya and Her Lover. That wasn't my favorite. It was a little low budget film. It's about a young man that's about 20, 22, and he gets involved with a 39-year-old woman, and you just see their relationship is not compatible, because I mean, he's real young, and you know, she's almost 40, and you know, the age gap, he's not a mature 20-something-year-old man, and yeah, that's the whole synopsis. So yeah, it was all right, but it wasn't my favorite. So yeah, that's it for the movies. Now for the music. I listened to 3 albums, like the full albums. You guys know I like to listen to a whole body of work, and at one point for like 2 or 3 months I would just listen to just regular, you know, just like singles. But I said, no, let me get back to that. And I'm glad I did, because I listened to the full album of A Seat at the Table by Solange. Oh, that is such a good album. Now, I've obviously had, heard the singles and bought the singles. But I said, let me listen to the whole album. Girl, that was so good. My favorite song, new favorite song, is Weary. I like the FUBU. I like Rise. Of course, Cranes in the Sky. Oh, and I love the interludes that she does. She has her mom and her dad doing some, and then also to the rest of them is Master P. Girl, it's so good. Oh my goodness. So yeah. Then the next album I listened to is Waiting to Excel. Of course, that album is just fire. I like all them songs. Okay, you have heavy hitters on that album. You got Shantae Moore, SWV. Who else? Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, Mary J. Blige, of course, Miss Whitney Elizabeth. Oh girl, that album is just fire. I like all them songs. I honestly do. I can't even tell you which one. I like all of them. And then I listened to, the Jones Girls. I'm real old school. The Jones Girls came on in the 70s, okay? 1979. That was like when their first album came. They're known for a song called You're Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else. I have always known the Jones Girls, but I became really aware of them when TV One did an unsung on their live. Oh girl, these girls can sing. Them harmonies, amazing, okay? So the first album that I listened to is At Peace with Woman. That album cover is so pretty. And the song, I like all them songs on there. The second album I listened to is called, I think, Get As Much Love. I think that's their second album. And the song I like, new songs I like from them are Life Goes On, and Get As Much As You Can. Oh girl, all their albums is just fantastic. Them voices. Oh, them girls knew they could sing, Lord. So I'm always obsessed with the Jones Girls. That's always gonna be on rotation. Love them. And then I listened to just random songs of Ludacris. Oh my goodness. I remember listening to Ludacris when I was younger. I had no business listening to Ludacris. I wanted to Escalade. He made Escalade seem so like, oh girl, popping. Okay, and they are. Oh girl, Get Back. What's the song? Move. Oh, he just got all of them. Lord, Pippin' All Over the World. I was listening to all of them. And then the last song that I listened to is the Clark Sisters, Center of Thy Will. Now, that song, Beyonce sampled it from the Church Girl song, but I knew it before the Church Girl song, okay? Because I am a Clark Sisters fan. But the Center of Thy Will, oh my goodness, like those lyrics are just fantastic. If you are a person of faith, you listen to those lyrics, you know, in thy holy will, Lord, place me in thy holy will. I mean, Twinkie Clark, just fantastic songwriter, fantastic, arranger. She just knows how to do it all. And then, you know, you got Karen and Dorinda and Jackie singing behind it. Like, come on now. Them girls, them women, okay, they can sing. If you are a gospel fan, you have to mention the Clark Sisters, okay? They are iconic. So I can go on and on about the Clark Sisters, okay? That song, please listen to it. It is just amazing, okay? And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I read, watched, and listened to the month of October. I had a really good month. Did a lot of reading vlogs, that, you know, revisited books. So yeah. So guys, I'll be back with more Black books. Bye.